it's not, no, it's the capacity of your output. GDP is about output and income, and it has 4 components. Let's look at it. Household output. You know, you look at government consumption. Household consumption and government consumption, you know. You also look at investment, as it were, that is actually coming. So if you look at all these things, it simply means, you know, it's only household that only deal with poverty. And poverty, does the GDP tell you are better? No, it does not tell. It's only something different. So if you look at it generally, right, it simply means that it shows a businessman that this country, is it a country I should invest to? Do they have purchasing power? Do they have the money? Do they have what have you to actually, you know? And this GDP does not even show the true Nigeria economy again. How? Ordinarily, GDP should, how do I put it? Nigeria is the largest economy in Nigeria, in Africa, in any size you can put it. Okay. But there's what is called deflator. Do you know the deflator? Our GDP is 3 size of what we declare, of what is declared. Because there's international standard for calculation. Do you know what the international standard of calculation did? It deflated our capacity. You know why? It is at $1,530 per dollar.
Oh, okay.
So if
so
it's 500, if it is 500,
then we should be seeing about.
We will triple where we are. No African country will even come close, because do you know we have purchasing power in Africa? Which country can buy the way we can buy? No. Which country have the consumption capacity? No. Which company can actually, you know, the population? So we have a lot of benefits, but until we solve the major cankerworm, which is forex, and it's affecting everything. So for me, GDP, yes, it has reflects where we are now, but it does not disclose our standard of living. It is a 2 different thing. So you could have a very beautiful GDP, but your citizens are still not where they're supposed to be in terms of consumption.
Okay. So now, the rebasing.
Right.
I get that you makes it look better and whatnot. But first of all, is it the right time for it? Let's start from there.
Right.
And how can we actually make it now become reality?
Well, I think it's the right time. Or it should have come earlier, rather.
Okay.
Now, the last rebasing was 2014. And we rebased back to 2010. So this one is we are rebasing at 2025. And we are rebasing back to 2019. And what's the reason? The reason is that 2019 is the best year you could use.
Okay, before 2020 and the pandemic.
Because up to now, we are still not... so you cannot use them as a good base. Okay. But 2019 was perfect. You know, everything was before we now have COVID-19, COVID-20, and all what have you. So it's the best thing. Ideally, you're supposed to rebase every 5 years. Okay. So that to show the true standard status of the economy. Then you ask, does it have advantage? Yes. For now, it will help our policy direction. Okay. The policy makers will now know that, oh, this sector is actually not doing well. We have to upgrade it because it's giving us more money. You know, it has reflected to us now. That if you spend more money in mining, in this and that, they can actually change the narrative. Because like I said, forex cannot change. It's normal. Do you know now we have real estate? You know, it was not used to be there very well, because household, people that are building house in everywhere, you are not calculating it, you are not putting it. But now you see the reason why you put. Then it also have advantage to the government. Nigeria can now go and borrow more.
Really?
Yes, that is the capacity. That's what it shows. Because you now have debt to GDP, the gap is high. It now shows that you can now go and borrow more. Do you get? It gives you more. Then it also reveals tax to GDP. Now, federal government will now say, oh, we're not even generating anything. We need to do more to generate more. And that's why the Tinubu tax reform is going to reflect. It's going to be a better one for us by January. And I think I'm proposing, or I'm thinking, by December, January, February, Nigeria economy will seem much more stable. Okay. And that will give them impetus to say, yes, Nigeria economy is at it again. Then, you know, a lot of political calculation will now start coming up again. Yes. So for me, if you ask me, I think it's a well calculated, you know, that's why the GDP also come late, you know. We have been waiting for GDP rebase. We have been expecting, and so I think Nigeria will smile. but not reliable.
So
you know,
basically,
it was,
if I
so
understand what
that's the
you're
thing.
saying, we could say it was mostly a political move to do this at this
Well,
time.
I would say it's political, but there's political economy in economy itself. It's a branch of economy itself.
Okay. So now the MPC or the have decided to retain rates all across. Was this what you were expecting?
Well, I don't expect them to increase, to reduce or to increase, and because of the metrics that we have on ground. So if you look at it now, even though some of us are hearing that we should bring down the MPR from 27.5, so that small businesses, MSMEs, manufacturer can actually, try to move